Balancing school, running a business, and still having a social life.
I knew that I want to do my master's, but
You want to do your master's?
I had a quiz that day, and I had to deliver like a whole big platter of chops, a relationship basically, because I still had to try to make out time to like go and see my friends.
Have you had to cancel on a client because of a friend or something? What advice would you give to yourself if you were to go back to starting this business and still in school, being in a relationship and everything?
If you hear the reason why she had a fallout with me, you would never believe it.
What's the reason? I'm kind of nosy now.
Sorry about that. Like, you just have to be apologizing.
But that was not your fault. That
it wasn't my fault, but
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jess. If you are not, my name is still Jess. Welcome to another episode of Jess and Guests. Well, as you can see, I'm holding an umbrella because it's raining here and we still have to make our video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about balancing school, running a business, and still having a social life. We have our guest here. We have a very new guest on our channel. So please introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Emanuela. You can call me Ella. I own a business. I guess that's why I'm here. And I'm a recent graduate too, and I was running a business while studying. So
Yeah, so she's the perfect fit for this episode because she had a business while still in school. So you're going to tell us your experience as a business owner and a student, how it was like for you, and how you're able to maintain relationships even like while still schooling and running a business. So our first question for you is, what made you start a business, or did you start before you entered school, or you started while in school?
I actually started while I was in school. I first of all started like a thrift business. That was just to like keep myself busy because I don't know, I just felt like starting business, like doing something that would give me money aside from the ones my parents give me. So I started with that, but during that 2022 strike, yes, 2022.
2021, okay, yeah, 2022.
2022, yes.
Yeah.
I always had a passion for like baking and stuff, so that period I used it to learn the skill baking, and I dumped my thrift business like a hot coal and moved to the baking business.
So the baking was paying you well, and the
yes,
thrift business.
it was.
So you had to now
And,
focus
people
on
always
baking.
like to eat something.
Okay.
Yes, I think the rain has stopped now. The sun is coming out. But it was nice having the umbrella.
Yeah, like it was not completely plugged in. So I think the rain is no longer falling as much. So our umbrella is one side. So what were some challenges you faced like during the course of running your business and still schooling?
well, what would I would say getting that balance between studying and having others to make, like, there are sometimes that okay, this is my exam period, or I have a quiz to study for, but then I also have an order to deliver that morning. So yeah, those were the like major challenges, having clashes between schoolwork and business.
But in a situation where you have like an order, maybe you have an impromptu quiz or something, what would you pick? Your quiz or the order?
I usually pick my quiz. I don't know, but most times there's a way I find a balance between it. There's why I balance it up. Like, just that I'll probably be sleep deprived. Yeah,
Okay.
I would wake up very early, or very early, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. to get this order done and go to school early in the morning the next day.
That sounds like tough work.
Very tough work. So when I go to school and my classmates are like, "You look tired," I said, "I don't."
You've been working all night.
Like, if you know what I've been through. There was a time I had this order to deliver for my classmates, my classmates. One of us was having a birthday, and then we had a quiz that day, and I had to deliver like a whole big platter of chops with cupcakes and if you see me that day.
But do you think like running this business kind of took your focus away from school?
It did not.
You did not.
No, it did
So
not.
you were still like very academically like
Yes.
involved like
Yes, yes,
with
yes.
academics and everything.
I
Ah, what superpowers are you using? Because even me that did
sleep
not even do
deprivation. That was
it.
like,
I never took my sleep. Even me that did not even like run a business in school, like it was still even difficult. Still
mm,
like the whole school thing and everything. And I was not even doing YouTube like except from like final year and
yes,
everything.
yes, yes.
So imagine the stress
Mm.
joining a business, and it's not even like service. No, it's a service
It's a
based
service business.
service and products.
Yes,
But it's
service
not
and
like this
products.
business that you just make like clothes, you just pack an
Yes,
order and you
and
have to
yes, we
actually
have to
like work,
actually go to
do
the market.
stuff.
I had times where
Yeah.
maybe I'm done from class, I go straight to the market and come back
Oh.
and start working on an order. It was really crazy, but so true. Yay.
Have there ever been a point where you thought of quitting school to focus on your business or quitting your business to focus on school?
No, no.
You just knew that you were going
I
to
knew I
handle
was going to be able to
the
handle
both
it.
of them.
Yes,
So
there's
there was
never a
never a
time.
point you wanted to quit any to
I
focus
think
on
maybe my business.
to quit your business.
Yes, not quit like pause, because there was times it was getting overwhelming. I was like, I shall not just pause. Like I usually pause during exam periods. So
Yeah.
sometimes depending.
So you still take orders like during exams
It
and
depends on the order. If it's something small, like maybe you just want a pack of puffs, or you just want a pack of um, a box of cupcakes,
okay.
I can easily run that for you. But something as big as maybe small chops, no, 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 I won't do that.
Or 6 layer cakes or something.
Yes, or even one layer cake, I won't do that. I won't do
Okay.
that. So I take certain type of orders during
Yeah,
exam
the one that would
period.
not really stress
Either
you.
that or nothing at all.
Now that you're done with school, how do you feel about having like to focus on your business just alone? Do you struggle with anything aside just with your business, or you have like other plans on going back to school, maybe for masters or something like that? But for the meantime, like how are you enjoying no school?
No school is the business.
Yeah.
And you see the thing about life. Now I am a bit, would I say, I will not say confused. I know that I want to do my masters, but
You want to do your masters?
yes, but
I
it's
said, the
very,
first person I'm hearing. And the first person I'm hearing this from, you want to do your masters?
yes, but it's not going to
Oh,
be now. I already even made inquiries, but I heard that I can't do it immediately. I'd have to go for a service.
okay, yeah, yeah.
So and so now it's all my business, my
Okay,
business,
so
my
aside
business.
from like earning from your business, you also want to like do a 9 to 5 or have a job or something
Depending on the kind of 9 to 5.
like
Like if
from your
it's
course.
from my
Yeah.
course, it's my course is like a practical course. It's fisheries and aquaculture. So
Okay.
you would find maybe like government job, maybe you could be a
So the
lecturer.
master degree is it for having sake or you want to use it to actually
I
work?
want to use it to work
Okay.
and a little bit of having sake.
Academic validation, very valid.
Yeah.
So
So
it's going to be more like maybe having your own business, maybe in
yes,
that line or
having
something.
my own business in that line or
Yeah.
working. If it's going to be 9 to 5, to be working for a firm that's like working under somewhere that does this, like a company that maybe does food production or something, just something related to my course. Whatever life chooses me, but I'll just be very because I have a business and
Okay. In terms of balancing relationships, I mean like friendships and other relationships, how was it like balancing these relationships with your business and school? Sometimes you have to spend time with your friends and hang out
yes,
and everything. And if you are so choked up with business and like
and
school,
school.
it will really be hard to keep up with friends. How do you find the balance between like school relationships and business?
I think it's all about being intentional. It's all about being intentional about your friends and the relationship, basically. Because I still had to try to make out time to like go and see my friends, go and see them. Just even if I don't waste time there. Maybe I'm just coming back from the market, and I'm not someone that has a whole lot of friends. My friends are staying around me, so maybe I've been going to school and I've not seen them in a while. okay, I'm coming back from school or I'm coming back from market. Sometimes I carry my bag, the market bag, and go to their room, go and see them, and then go
Okay.
back to my room and continue whatever it is that I have to do. I just had to be intentional about spending as little time as possible, whatever time.
Have there ever been like a time maybe any of your friends felt like you were not really giving them that much attention as much as you were giving like your business and school? I mean, it's not comparable like per se, but you know when this thing where like oh, you don't have time for your friends again. You
Mm,
just like you don't just like maybe have time for them. They are in their own opinion or in their own point of view. It's like as
mm.
if you're not giving them the attention like as friends
Oh,
or
I
something.
understand the question.
I've never had that like situation before.
No, not really. No.
Okay, so they
I haven't.
understand that you have a business, you still have
Yes,
school, you still have a
yes,
personal life to
yes.
live. So how was your social life like?
I don't have a social life.
So it was just like school,
School,
business,
business,
school,
and
and a few hangouts here and there.
yes, hardly any hangout. But yes.
So it was like a zero
I
social life.
zero social life. I
Oh,
was um will I say I was. I am very antisocial. Like I go out and then after some time like God, my social bonding has gone out. Please can we go back
so you're an
inside?
introvert.
I am introvert.
But your kind of business, I don't think it requires
It
you
doesn't. It
to be an
doesn't.
introvert
It
because
doesn't. So I go out of my way to like show up for my business.
yeah.
I got to my way to show up for my business, and I still think I'm not even doing enough in that regard. I don't think I'm even still doing enough. But because most of my clients are even based on referrals
Or on social
on
media.
social media, yes,
I mean, that's where majority of people's clients come
come
from. I
from
think social media has made it quite easier
easy for
because
introverts to.
sometimes you just have to maybe start looking for customers. Oh, I do
Mm-hmm,
this, patronize
mm-hmm,
me.
mm-hmm.
But now, if you just create content and put on
And
social media,
post
people can just
exactly,
reach out to you and
exactly.
oh, I saw this.
And
Can you
do
do
can you do
this?
this? Can you,
Yeah,
yes,
it's much
yes.
easier on social media.
Much
So
easier with social media.
thanks to social media for making it easier
Very
for
big
the
thank you
for
because
introverts. Because imagine going to do like
school
public
rush, like
marketing,
I see people come and they are with like a
the flyers, giving
yes,
people
not even flyers.
also.
Some people are with their products in a bucket selling.
Yeah.
And my customers are like, I thought you do this thing. Why? I say, it's another. I want me to carry this. Come to school. I will go down and I'm telling
That
you,
that
please
one can be
5 minutes.
stressful too.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
can
It
be, but
can
I
be
think everybody should just pick their poison and do what works for
exactly do
them.
what works for
Yeah,
you.
because it's not compulsory. People must do like
All that.
public. Yeah. What advice would you give to yourself if you were to go back to starting this business and still in school, in a relationship and everything?
I would say time management.
Okay.
I would have um I would say time management. Like focus more on managing my time and planning myself better because most times I get like clashes, things clash together, things that are not supposed to
Yeah.
clash together and then okay, if I was in a relationship
Yeah.
I would also say time management because you'd have to make out time to see your partner.
Yeah.
And so yes, yeah,
Time management.
time management very very important because
Yeah, even like just having a business alone and schooling.
I'm
Yeah,
schooling.
if you don't learn how to manage your time, it's going to be very
It's going to
difficult
be
for
very
you
difficult for you.
because waking up, taking
Waking
orders,
up, taking
and the fact
others.
that it's like a one man business for now, like
Yes, because I'm
just you
like
doing it.
I'm
You're like social media manager, content
the baker,
creator,
content
eh, still
creator,
the baker.
packaging, dispatch rider. Because some people don't want to come
Yeah.
and pick up their things. They don't want dispatch rider. They want you to come and deliver it yourself.
Yeah. Is there anything you had to sacrifice to keep the balance, like the balance of maintaining these two? Are there things you sacrificed and let go of to make sure you were in the middle of your business and schooling?
My non-existing social life, I had to sacrifice that.
Did you think that if you were not like doing this business and everything, that you'd be more social than you were in
I
school?
don't think so
You still
because
think that
before,
it's still, you still think
before,
it's still the same?
yes, but I think it should have been
Uh,
better. It should have been better because before I started the business, I would want to. I had this inclination to maybe go out with friends and all that, but with the business and then with school being overwhelming, because there are sometimes that the way school was here, they would be so nonchalant at the beginning. Then
Yeah.
when
When it's like 2 weeks to exam,
that's when
everybody is,
everybody,
all lecturers are coming out from their
yes,
cage.
everybody's coming out. So it can get
Yeah.
when it gets overwhelming like that. I had to sacrifice even the little what will I call it, social life I have, which is maybe me watching movies
Okay, yeah.
and
Scrolling
maybe
on like
scrolling
for
on, yeah,
hours
scrolling
when you
for
should be
hours
creating
when I
content
should be
for
creating
page.
content or
Yeah.
even reading novels. All those things I have to like
Yeah.
sacrifice them and focus
On
on
balancing the both of them.
yes, reading and then
Yeah.
yeah, it was I sacrificed on one existing social life basically for that. And that's to
Okay.
maintain the balance between but I think I did pretty well.
Maybe for your kind of person that you're not really social, so it's
Yes.
like
It
you don't
wasn't it
really
wasn't that
mind.
difficult.
Yeah, it
It
wasn't
wasn't
that
that
difficult
difficult for
because
me.
if it was someone that was very social and person like start a business and still in school, it might really affect them
The
in some
person,
kind of,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
What advice would you give to somebody that is in 100 level
Mm.
and they want to start a business like while 100 level? What advice would you give to the
Okay,
person?
what the advice I'll give the person is to
Or any level at all, just want to
any
start a
level,
business in
yes.
school.
Be very sure about what you want to get from the business and what you want to get basically because your grades matters a whole lot and your business too matters. So you have to find the balance between these two things and like try to give each of them maximum time and attention when it's needed. My younger sister wants to start a business
Yeah,
and she doesn't even know, like we are still trying to figure out okay what business does she wants, like know what you want basically, just
yeah.
be very sure about what you want because that's going to like
But
go.
that's knowing what you want might be kind of dicey at some point because
Mm-hmm.
some people might just want to start for the sake of
You want to
just,
earn
yeah, but
income,
yeah, for the sake of earning, not just
not
they just want
because
to start or something. So
uh,
might not have support like from their home and everything like that much. Maybe they're not
yeah.
financially stable. You just want to start. You might not really advise a person to know what you want. Person might just say, oh, which business is thriving now that
Mm.
people are in
Even with
demand
that
of
said, even with
or
that,
something.
you still have to okay because there are so many businesses now that okay that
Yeah.
you see that is trending and thriving.
Yeah.
So you still have to know which one exactly it is that you want to
Some
do.
some
Something
try
that
out
you
different things. They'll do this one
something
this
that
week. So this next week they'll do another one. They'll
then
do
that means the person has money now because you are financially capable if it's like that. But well yeah, I understand your point, sir. I get your
yeah,
point. I get your point. But knowing because if you don't know what exactly it is that you want, you
yeah.
are going to waste time.
Time,
You're
yeah.
going to waste time, you're going to waste resources, you're going to waste a whole lot of things that
And you might just end up
so
amounting to
it
nothing.
might just end up amounting to nothing. So
Yeah,
it's best you do your research on that thing that you're supposed to have like an interest. Okay, these are the kind of things I like. Maybe someone that likes to wear beads and has a whole lot of people that likes wearing beads around them will be like, okay, I
yeah,
think I should start this making of beads. Might not be the person that's making the beads,
yeah.
might be someone else that's making the beads. You can
Or they can like maybe meet people that are into these businesses and help
yes
them to
and
sell it
help
and
them
have like a percentage
yes
out
yes
of
yes yes
it
you
or
can do
something.
all that. So just
Yeah,
pick something that you have a little bit of interest in. It doesn't have to be that much interest, especially if you're just doing it for the sake of the income. And but then sometimes even if some people start with just doing it for the sake of the income and then it turns into something big and they want to continue it after
yeah,
school and all that. So
yeah. So back to the advice. Would you it's like 100 level or what level?
200
200
now.
level. But do you think it's advisable for somebody in like their first year to actually just start a business? Like, do you think it might really affect them academically, or especially if they don't know how to manage it just yet?
It might affect the person, but it's like a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
On one side, it might affect the person because that person is still new, especially if the person is just starting the business.
Yeah.
You're just starting school. Okay. you're just starting school and you're starting a business, like it's going to be a whole lot. It's going to be a whole lot for the person to take in because most times 100 level students are very confused about school, like they don't know what's
And that's like
happening,
trying to set up
this
and balance
and
of
balance
like,
themselves.
yeah.
So would I advise someone that is in 100 level that doesn't have any support to start a business? No, I don't think I would. Maybe not in the first semester. Maybe you can start in the second semester. Try to
Okay.
network and do research, find out what you like and how well people would respond to these things. Like just try to put yourself out there before you start. You get. Then on
Yeah.
the other hand, the person can do well. If the person there's some people that are very much academically sound and don't have to do too much to pass. There are people that are like that. And then there are people that have support system that could help them with the business, setting up the business.
Yeah.
So if you have that, then it's fine. You can start.
Have there ever been a point you had to like cancel maybe an appointment with a friend or like a partner because of your business,
Yeah,
like
um,
on countless occasions?
yeah, they have been like
How did you feel about it?
I felt sad and I was trying to make the person understand like this is why.
Were they understanding?
Not really, not
Oh
really,
my god.
because they're not really understanding. But
Mm.
I mean, with time,
I
everybody
mean, you have to do what you have to
you
do.
have to go what you have to do. And this happened like on occasions where, on times where maybe this customer already told me about this like
Yeah.
2 weeks beforehand, or
Yeah.
sometimes a month beforehand, and then okay, I now have plans with a friend around that time, and I'm like, oh, I just checked this out, and
Mm.
I've already been paid for this for that, so I'm sorry, I would have to cancel this
But you try
before.
to make it up with the
Yeah, yeah,
person
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so they
Yeah,
don't
that's
feel like you're ditching
exactly.
them.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly
By the end
what.
of the day, money will come first. I think not like above people, but it's still as important as having these
Yes,
relationships.
yes, yes.
So they'll
So
have
yeah,
to
there are
understand.
times I had to do that, cancel on people because of, but it wasn't all the time. It wasn't all the time. It
So, but
was
have you had to, let us now switch the question, have you had to cancel on a client because of a friend or something?
no.
Yeah.
Or did I? Have I? I think I have. I think just once. I have. Just like how I said, it was because for the counseling friend because of clients. It was because this order has already been placed like a month, 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
So same thing with this whole thing. Like it was
Okay.
already a plan it was there before the
Yeah,
client's
before the
order.
client.
So
So you just the
I
person, oh,
just
I'll
told
be
the person
busy
that
that
okay, I'll
day.
be busy that day.
Yeah.
Sorry, can we move it to another day?
Oh,
Yeah, I've done that. Not cancel, postpone.
okay. Yeah.
Even the one of the
Yeah,
canceling
but I
postpone.
feel like there's some certain one that you come, you have even if you made plans with that friend
Yeah.
3 months ago, you tell the person, oh yeah, chill first. I have
Yes,
something to
yes,
do.
I have something like we can
Yeah,
always still meet up,
yeah.
but this is especially maybe you have
It's
an
a
order for
first
like
time
a
client
first
and it's
time
like a
client.
very huge one.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
I feel like
So
that you just have to be
you just have to be
understanding.
understanding. So yeah, I've done that.
Me, I have never had a business before. Like I've never run a business before, so I
Okay.
don't even know like how it is to run a business. Because I've usually heard, especially in Nigeria, running a
Yeah.
business is like extremely difficult,
Crazy.
even
It's
as like
crazy.
a Nigerian.
Then
So
being
how
a student.
imagine? So can you give like a rundown of how it was, like your experiences running a business as a student in Nigeria?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I don't even know how it is. I mean, I've heard the whole it's difficult. It's difficult. If you know get body, and if you know get my no put
Okay, my
body.
no put body.
But I don't really know how it is like.
It was I would summarize it and use the word crazy for that because running a business, the fluctuation in prices, you're
That's
a
another
student,
thing.
you're a student,
That's another thing.
you're trying to pay for this in school, pay for that, buy this handout, do all that, and then you go to the market, something was 1.5, now
And
it's 2.5.
Oh, I was even actually like how you tend to like since your business is kind of you require money first before you money because it's
Yes,
not like oh the thing is there just pay and collect.
just
You
pay
have
and
to get the
collect.
money,
You
go
have
and
to
get
get
these
the money.
things and everything. So in terms of like this price fluctuation, how do you deal with it with clients? Like oh this now you went to market this day, it's like 4,000 naira. You're going to the market and it's already like 6,000 naira. How do you now deal with telling the client that oh price don't change, oh
Price don't change. Exactly, that's what I just do. Tell them
price has
price
changed?
price don't change. Oh.
Because it's
But
not
I try
even
to
easy.
like I
Yeah,
try to do a soft landing for them by maybe offering discounts
yeah.
on delivery, especially for first time customers. Discounts on delivery or discount on delivery or sometimes discounts on the product you want,
Okay.
especially for first time customers. My
Because me now, sorry for cutting you, I'm saying it like from a customer's POV point of view.
yes,
Like if you
yes.
tell me that oh this is 24K, then you
Mm-hmm.
now come to tell me next week that it's already like 30 something K. And I'm like what?
What happened?
But
Like some
I don't want to understand it from the point of view like things are increasing
okay,
in the
things are
market,
increasing in the
yeah.
market.
But you as a business person, you understand like things are increasing in the market and
Because
everything.
it's not easy because even when you go to the market, those people selling there too are like, it's not a photo, you
Yeah,
know how Nigeria is some of them is them that increasing it themselves so, or the thing increase take it
yeah.
back as things don't normalize, they will never
If they
take it
take
back.
it back when they
What
want
if
to
it
buy it again, they're not buying it
yes,
like another price, so there's no like profit for them.
there's no profit for them. So we all have to be understanding from both my side as a business
Yeah.
owner, the person you're buying from in the market, the customer.
Okay.
It's a whole lot of understanding that has to go on between all of us.
Yeah.
Between all of us. So the whole price fluctuation thing, you just have to like communicate with be very good at
Effective
communication.
communication.
Very good at
How do you deal
communication.
with rude clients?
I don't know.
Or do you experience you don't
I
experience
have
like
I have I have this superpower of being patient. So I try to be to like be emphas I like I try to be very patient. Like I'm a patient person normally,
yeah.
but then I have to like increase that patience in me
So imagine
from
people that are not patient normally.
some people tell you what you don't like. So you just have to be very patient. There are some customers that are just unnecessarily rude.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily rude. Like I think I had an experience once. The person would I call that being yeah the person was rude because there are certain ways you talk to someone you want something from
Yeah.
and and all that. But I just had to be patient with the person and just allow the person to finish talking and everything. And then when you're done, I'll be like, okay, ma'am. So what you said is this. What you said is that. You just have to be patient with them because some people you don't know what they are going through. What's making them act that way? Some are
Some people
just
are not going through
naturally
anything.
yeah. Some people
They're
are
just
just
rude.
mad normally.
They're just rude.
So you just have to be patient with them. Maybe that will give them food for thought. When they go back, they'll be like, well, am I crazy? Why was I talking to this person like
Some
this?
people don't think, oh, even after they've done the thing, they don't think.
Nothing concern them. So
Nah,
it
at
just
all.
has to be something you do on your part because
Yeah.
you just have to be intentional about being patient with your customers because it can be a lot, but patience is just like the key to solving
Running a
that.
business, you
Patience
have
is
to
the key
be.
to running a business because a whole lot of things will try you. They will try you, but don't
What do you
let
think
them
about
win.
that quote that says customers are always right?
Oh, sometimes, sometimes customers they are not always right, but
Yeah.
just for the sake of peace to reign in the business and not like having there are some customers that can be very crazy. Oh. Like I have someone that recently had a fallout with my like not my business with me basically something personal, but she decided to turn it on my
Your business
business and make people because she was one of these people that would
or referring.
referring me to
Yeah.
people. So yeah, so she decided to now turn it and then even when someone that she did not refer buy something from me, like it happened twice. One person wanted to buy something from me and that person was close to her and the girl just told me, oh, that she's not buying again. She does not have money. So that, okay, no problem. But I know that, but you just asked me about this thing this afternoon. She said, yes, but she's now broke. I said, okay. I said, okay, no problem.
But
I
did you
didn't
have a clue that it was
like
the other
I
person?
knew, but I was trying not to. I was just trying to give you benefit of doubt.
Okay.
Maybe it's not her, but then another one happened again. This one now, the girl already got something from me in the morning, and then liked it and asked me if it would be available, if it's still available. I told her no, but I think I'll be making another batch in the evening. So when I do, I'll let her know. And I made another batch and I gave it to her. And when I gave it to her, she was without that girl. You know what this girl texted me and told me? That what she got is making her feel nauseous.
Oh my god.
I was like, that what she was making her feel. I was not like, are you serious? I'm so sorry about that. Like I knew that was what that girl was like. I'm so sorry about how you're feeling. Maybe it's the brand, but you're talking about me using bad oil. This oil I used to fry the one you eat in the morning.
Yeah, it's still the same.
It's fresher because I added. It's fresher than it's even the fresh oil that I used to fry it than the that one you ate in the morning because that other one came with chops and all that. This one is just pause, yes, just pause. But you're saying it's making you feel nauseous, like all these things were constantly having in my mind. But I just told her, oh, I'm sorry about how you're feeling. Maybe it's the brand of the oil, same brand I use in the morning. Or maybe it's the brand of the oil, but I'm sorry about it. I hope you feel better. And then she did not respond again to my.
So the other girl might have told her something.
Yeah, because they thought she was with her when she received
But
that.
those, I think those people are like terrible people because
Very
why are they
terrible.
trying to spoil somebody's business because you had a fallout with the person? Just
Yes. And
don't-
if you hear
Oh
the
my
reason why she had a fallout with me, you would never believe it.
what's the reason? I'm kind of nosy now.
She asked me for something. I was like, oh no, I don't share this.
Oh my god.
Like I would normally give her things, but I was like, oh
Yeah.
no, I don't share this particular thing. And then
That was it.
yeah, that was it.
That's crazy.
So yeah, you have very crazy people, and then she even
Oh my
like
god, it's want to rain again.
wants to rain again.
Like this one is looking like it needs to be heavy.
There's a whole lot that goes into running a business. You have to be very patient.
So but her falling out to is not like your business ish, no.
No, it's not.
But have you ever had a fallout because of your business, like with people?
Not really. I would say there are some people that maybe ordered something from me and did not like the outcome. Did not like the outcome. That has happened. That has happened. And would I say it's my fault? Because I would say it's my fault. The 50-50 thing because maybe I should have hammered more on the whole precaution thing because I told there was this woman that ordered from me and it was so painful because she was the first time client and it was the first time client and I had high hopes on keeping this client, but she ordered for something and then she said I told her that ma'am please this type of cake needs to be chilled, like preferably in a fridge and not a freezer because so it doesn't melt. If it's out of the freezer, if it's out of the fridge, it's going to melt. If it's into a freezer, it's going to become block and you don't like it. So it was like, oh, she doesn't have space in her fridge. She don't only has in her freezer. I said, okay, ma'am, whatever place you have, you can't clear space in your fridge. Then just go ahead and put it in your freezer. I said, okay. Then she texted me that she had to put it in the freezer and she went to work and I delivered this thing in the morning and she's come back from work around 4 p.m. and she was like, oh, that it was frozen stone cold. Then I'm like, did you leave it in the freezer throughout? And she said, yes. She said,
If you leave cake in the freezer, it will freeze now. It will freeze normally. Like, it's not even good because by the time it melts, it starts to
yes. So I had to tell her, okay, I'm sorry about that. Like, you just have to be apologizing.
But that was not your fault.
It wasn't my fault, but she saw it as it being my fault. Then she now went ahead to complain about other things. Okay, there are things now that you don't really have control over.
Yeah.
Like she said she doesn't want too much sugar in her cake. And I'm like, okay, ma'am, you don't want too much sugar in your cake. But the thing is baking is you follow a recipe. You follow a recipe and if you do anything that is contrary to what is in your recipe, don't be surprised when something goes wrong there. Maybe you finish baking your cake instead of rising, it's sinking inside So yes, so for this amount of sugar, you have to put so number of eggs, so gram of flour, and all that. So trying to explain this to her that, ma'am, your cake was just like a normal cake. Like there's no way I would have reduced the sugar. Like if I did so,
You put just the right amount
I
for
put just
her.
the right amount for it. But she was like, no, that this cake
It's too sugary.
it's too sugary. It's too so I don't know if I would say that is my fault, or that was my fault for not learning like a recipe that does not have sugar in it or something. But yeah, those kind of things happen. So yeah, I've had, and obviously since then she has so
So
sad.
how do you always deal with bad reviews from people?
Okay, I try to improve on myself in that area. Most times, if someone doesn't even send the review to me, I ask the person to be very careful. Oh, please, oh. I try to ask for reviews and I try to ask for reviews and try to like implement what has been said to me. Okay, this person said, "Oh, I want more sugar in my pulse," and I'm like, "Okay, the next time you order for pulse, I will add more sugar for you because for other people that amount is okay. Some even want it to be less, and the good thing is pulse is that you can actually make it lesser. Yeah, you can actually make sugar lesser. So yeah, I just try to implement the ones that actually make sense because sometimes bad reviews might be like the person that I tell you to use sugar recipe, which I know that's not something except I learn a different recipe entirely. Yeah, so just
So sometimes you have to learn different recipes to fit different clients.
yes, different
That's
it's
surprising.
crazy.
I'm hearing this for the first time.
Yes,
Because that
you
just
have
maybe just the
to.
recipe you have, everybody will deal with it.
No. You have to learn just in order to keep that customer base, and the goal is to have a returning client because sometimes you might not always get new customers.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
has to be like the ones
So it
that are
has to
there
be
that
like you
will
just have to
come
try
back.
to maintain your customer base should be strong. That those ones you have should just be your loyal customers. Yes. Just be your loyal customers.
So financially, have you had like a very massive loss in your business that you'd like it got to you very well?
Recently, very recently, I had the recent loss. Like I had this huge order from a client, and it was so huge. I was very happy. I went to the market. I had like mad profits from it.
Yeah.
But then something went wrong while I was making when I was making the order, yes. It was like three parts. It was like a three-part order. I had two cakes and a platter of chops to deliver for the same person. So I was done with the first cake. The second cake now was fondant. And I have not done fondant in a very, very long time. But everything was in my head, everything was okay because I had a recipe, and the thing with baking is just follow your recipe and then it will lead to the sprinkle of God's grace.
Yeah.
Yes, follow your recipe. So yeah, I followed my recipe to make this fondant, but it was not fondant. It was falling apart. It was breaking. I was like, okay, maybe I have to give it the time to rest. Like they said, you should. I did the next. I made that at night, like around 12 a.m. I woke up and I did that. Kept it the next morning because she was supposed to come pick it up the next day.
The next day.
Yeah. She was supposed to come pick it up the next day. So I already baked the cake, so just to decorate it.
Yeah.
The next day, I had everything planned in my head. Next day, I woke up, decorated the first cake, the buttercream cake,
Yeah.
kept it, then moved on to the fondant. The fondant was breaking. I couldn't even roll it. If I roll it out and carry it up, it would tear. I had to call a friend of mine that was a baker. She came and she was like, okay, maybe my stuff is expired. Let's get new things.
That is the thing about having like people that do the same thing as you,
It's
because it's
good.
not a competition.
It's not a
You can
competition.
partner
Like
and
you
do
can partner.
stuff.
Yes. So she said, okay, maybe my stuff is expired since we're no longer seeing the expiring date and all that. I went to the market. So I went to the market and got new ingredients.
So that you have to now throw away those
I
ones.
got new ingredients. She was like, I should just get small amounts since it's just like the one recipe for that. I said, okay. I went to the market. The transport went to the market, got new stuff, came back, we tried it, it still was not working. Still working. She even got overwhelmed that she was like, I'm very sorry that I am here and useless to you, so I'm just going to leave you.
Oh
And
my
she
gosh.
left, and I was alone, back to square one. I had to go to the market again. You know what I was? I
Yeah.
spent almost like, it was as if I lost half of the profits, if
Yeah,
not
because you
more.
spent it like
Because
buying more
buying more
stuff.
stuff, because I
And it's
had
not
to go
like for
back.
yourself.
It's not for myself. I had
Yeah.
to go back again to the market, and I got new stuff. And then while I was needing these last ones, I was just praying, God, please let this be the last. I even
Oh,
cried. I took it. I took like after I went to market the first time, I came back
yeah.
and we tried it and it didn't work. I went outside and shed like 1 or 2 tears. Came back. I was like, life of an entrepreneur. I
So
came back.
sometimes when I see videos on TikTok of people like they'll be crying like that, I'm like, wow, I wonder what they're
Because
passing through.
I went out, cried a bit, and came back, cleaned my tears. And that
You,
was
you
when she
have to
now
just
said,
continue,
I
like you
just
don't
had
have
to
a
continue
choice.
because she's coming to pick up that cake that this is like
Yeah.
a very big client
Yeah.
that I did not want to disappoint. So I just had to deal with it. I went to the market again and came back, and then while I was doing that, she now called me. Like I just went to the market and then she texted me that, oh, that she'll be coming very soon.
She doesn't know what's happening behind
Just,
the scenes.
I just told her, okay, ma'am, no problem. Who gave me that confidence? That mind. I said no problem.
Yeah.
I came back, I said this. It was needing. I was like, oh, maybe I've been needing too much. Before I just started rolling the thing out, covered it. She called me that she already on her way. Then I think one of the things that delayed us was she did not want to come to this side, and she felt like that side is not really safe. She was like, ah, thank you for the talk. Just keep on talking. And I was doing what I was doing. So we did that, and eventually it worked. And I was so
Thank God.
grateful. And she was like, you look so tired. I said, no, only you know what I've been through today. So yes, I've incurred like that was like one of the biggest losses I've made after being so happy that oh my god, this order came. It was as if I lost everything, lost all my profit. So it was so sad, so sad. But I just had to pick myself up and I just
And move
I
on.
move
Because
on
more
to
will
it.
still come.
Yeah, that's what I told myself that maybe this is like a sacrifice for
Yeah.
the
So
things
when you're
that are here
telling
to
your
come.
success stories to people, this will be one of them. I remember when I
Yes.
had this one, I did this one, I did that.
So it
Because if
was
there are no bad stories to tell, like you
it
might just,
doesn't it's just very
yeah.
nah. So
Because
yeah.
people enjoy hearing your suffer story. People
Yes,
enjoy,
people do.
because
They
they want
do.
to hear that, oh, I was
Okay,
doing
you
this,
want to
because it kind of gives people some sense of hope that, oh,
yes, that
even
okay
if
that
they're
they
in that
can
situation, they
one
can
day
come
they
out.
would come out
But
from
if you're not the
it.
type that everything is going good
Going
for you,
well for
what's there
you.
to learn from you that everything is going good?
Yes,
So
yes.
in as much as like people want things to go well for them, people also want to still hear, oh, you had some struggles, you had some,
Yes,
because
to
they
know
like
like
this
that because
grass to
it's
grace kind of stories.
yes, because most times that's what's more relatable to
Yeah.
them.
So everywhere is getting dark, and we're going to be rounding up this video now. But the very last question is not relating to any of this business and school ish. If you had 1 free month, like 3 months of no school, no business, what is one thing that you'd want to do for the whole month? Like you had just 1 free month of living your life like to the fullest. What's one thing you want to do?
I would like to travel.
Why did I even? What was I thinking? And that's what you say.
Travel and just go somewhere new
Yeah.
and just leave. Just just free my mind. Like no school, no business, really
Nothing. No hustle.
no hustle.
Because babes
Just
are hustling. Jeez.
yes, just have a me time.
Yeah.
Spend time with loved ones. Just
Yeah.
it will be such a time. It's
Yeah.
such a time. Yes, travel.
And
Just
just
do
spend time with yourself, like quality time,
spend quality time.
because things are just
Try
happening.
new things.
Yeah.
Try new things that
But do you think like running the business is kind of preventing you from trying new stuff?
mm,
Like it's not giving you the liberty to try out things and everything.
I would not say it's preventing me from doing that. It's
Because I mean,
just
people want to run businesses to have like freedom, time freedom and everything. So they
yes,
will
yes,
not be
yes.
like
So
hooked up in going to like nine to
9 to 5,
five. Yeah, they
yes.
want
So
to
no,
have like
it
that.
doesn't because you're the owner of the
Yeah,
business.
you can decide
You're
when
running it.
and
You're
when
working
not.
on your time, on your
Yeah.
own schedule. So when you want to do whatever it is you want to do. But then you have to be disciplined about it. You have to be very disciplined. You have to
So
have
that's why there is
self-discipline.
building years, the years where you're
Yes.
still building.
Yes.
By then you've built yourself enough that you can even employ people to work for you and not like
And
really
not
do
just
much.
do much.
Yeah, you can have like
You
that.
can have that
Because,
time.
but that's building phase. You have to give
It's
it
very
your
important.
all.
To all.
You have to give it your all,
You
like
have to be very
man.
intentional about it.
Yeah.
You have to be very intentional about it. So
Okay, so we're going to be ending this episode here. It was really nice hearing from a what's the word, business or businesswoman perspective,
yeah.
because I don't know some of these things that she said here. I'm not aware of them. I actually want to start a business for the experience, actually,
Okay.
not for any other thing. Maybe for the
What
money
kind of
too.
business?
I don't even know.
You just know you want to start something.
Yes, but I don't think I would want to like sell products, like maybe sell things. I feel
Okay.
like I would want to do something with my hand.
Okay, like
Yeah,
have a
like maybe
skill.
making something, but like
Mm,
so I don't really think I have interest in
just
that.
selling.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything to say to my subscribers?
Please don't forget to like,
Yeah.
share, comment, subscribe,
Subscribe.
and very important, share.
Yeah, share this video
Share
to
this video.
everybody.
So yes, and hopefully I get to start my. Do I was telling you I want to start my YouTube channel,
Yeah.
but a whole lot is going on.
Well, you had school going on, you had
I
business and
had
everything.
business,
But
so
now that we are done with school, you can still try to
yes.
do
I
one or
would,
two,
I would, because I wanted it to even be centered around
like
my
baking and
yes.
everything. It will really do well because cooking channels, like they
They
do
do
really good.
well. They do
Yeah,
well.
they do really good.
So fingers crossed. I do
Yeah, she
start
also
that
wanna be a YouTuber
very soon. You guys
very
will have
soon.
me facing.
Period.
So yeah, it was a nice chat.
Yeah.
It was a nice chat. So
Okay.
yeah, you guys don't forget to like, subscribe,
Comment,
share,
share,
comment,
all those good stuff.
all that good
So thank
stuff.
you for
Yeah.
gracing our screens today
Thank you for
on
having
our
me.
episode.
Thank you for
So
having
do make
me.
sure you like this video, comment, and I'll see you in my next episode or my next video. Bye.
Bye.